that is another thing about our movies. People are saying that we're actually not making movies, we're just having dramatized stories on video. Because in less than, I mean, looking at what you have done so far, in less than a year, you can actually come out with 10 titles. So you're looking at an average of probably 2 months or less than 2 months on a movie.
Not really. That's why I said, sometimes you get scripts that are really, really,
Little,
small,
yes.
and then you get one that is huge as a dictionary. So it all depends on the script.
Okay.
Yeah, you can shoot 3 movies in a month if you have the energy. You tell them to overwork you so that you can go to the other set. For me, that's what I did. That was how I was able to, do a lot in a short while. And of course, I paid for it because I got sick. I broke down on set. I actually fainted. So,
on set?
Yes. So I knew at that point that I've done enough. So I took a break. I took 3 weeks off. And then I went back to work. They were like, Halima, why don't you just stay at home and rest? I said, there's no resting for Halima. So that's what I did. And
now, I'm sure there's no good side without its bad side. So reflecting now, what were those moments that you would say to yourself, I wish I didn't go that route whilst you were in Nollywood?
I wish. Probably 1 or 2 advices that, I was given by my friends, because there's no way you come to an industry or workplace without friends. So I made 1 or 2 friends who actually misguided me in my direction, advice-wise. But of course, I had another advice from another person who now brought me into the right path. And I'm like, okay, why did she give me this advice if she knows this is how it's going to be? Yeah. So I'm just going to say, basically, I've been advising myself, and ever since my mom got to know that I was acting, she's been the one guiding me all through. So I'm very grateful. I'm grounded, and I know that I cannot let my mother down.
You cannot go through that route again. Yeah. Okay, right, but for the benefits of, because you are now a role model. Besides the fact that you are an ambassador, to your states, to help.
And to UN.
And to the UN, yes, okay. Now, in role modeling youths, now that we have challenges, especially the northern part of the country, about insurgencies, about young persons not having proper, guidance, young persons being exploited by the economic situations and all that. As a role model, what will you be saying to our young persons?
That's a very sensitive question. So I'm going to answer it, to the best of my own knowledge. Really, I don't even know how to answer this question.
No, because it's critical to them.
It is actually.
If they're going to follow your footsteps, for instance, you think every girl in the north will probably be able to come to Nollywood and get a kind of success you have been able to create?
No.
Yes.
Of course, they need to look up to somebody. Probably they will look up to me and say, oh, because I've had a lot of people come and be like, oh, they said I shouldn't go to school. They want to get me married. Mm-hmm. I was meant to be married myself too, before all this. Then I was at the age of 15, I had a suitor already, but I didn't want to get married at that time. I had when I was 14.
No, excuse me, but Halima, how did you get out of the trouble?
I ran away from home. I'm sorry, this is a life. I ran away from home. If I need to say it, let me just be truthful.
Yeah.
I ran away from home. I came to Lagos, and it was extremely difficult for me. So I had to go back and apologize to my parents and decided to go to school. I told them, I don't want to get married. So I want to go to school, because I love education and I really wanted to act. So my dad was not happy about it. And for 3 years of that time, we were not, we were not in a good place.
Yes.
Father and daughter wise. Yeah, so I had to do well in school and bring my result. And then he said, okay, I'm proud of you. And of course, he was monitoring my movement without me knowing. And, I didn't disappoint him. He just decided to give me the chance. So in the respect of the question you asked, I'm going to say it's a difficult one for me, for everyone, not just people from the north or middle belt. It's actually an issue for Nigeria, for Africa. Hopefully we get a direction and and the solution that we need, because it's not something an individual can do. It's something we all need to come together and sit down as youth, because whether we like it or not, the future is for the youth, and we need to seize it, and we need to talk about it. We need to find solution to any distraction of any kind, because this issue we have in Nigeria is not a joke. It's very sensitive. We need to think about those under us, those before us. We need to take the right decision. We need the right people, you know, in government, so that they can advise whoever is in charge rightly, because I just feel some people are misguided, and we need to, you know,
to correct that.
And because we need to really look up to those people in charge now and say, oh, okay, this person is doing well, I want to be like this person. But who is that person that we're going to look up to if everyone is confused? I don't know. Really, we need to come together and make sure this time we get it right.